Monica Rambeau, tasked with a special assignment regarding sentient weapons, goes missing. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve from VALHARTV, and today I'll be reviewing WandaVision Episode 4. Now, we start out the episode with Monica coming back to life after the events of Endgame. So this all takes place 5 years after the events of Endgame, and this is a really good opening sequence. This shows us what happens when people come back from what they call the blip. So I thought that was a very good opening sequence to this. Like, Monica comes back in a hospital, and it's all chaotic. People are running around. They don't know what's going on, and the people who are coming back, they don't know what's going on either. So it was really good. And then we see Monica go back to work at Sword 3 weeks after the blip brings people back. And they even show, like, up on one of the TV screens, that headline. So I thought that was really good as well. And she gets assigned a missing persons case. And so she's kind of like, okay, it's just a missing person. But she travels to Westview, New Jersey, where she meets up with Jimmy Woo. And Jimmy Woo is from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and then Ant-Man and the Wasp. And Jimmy basically called Sword because the missing person case took a really strange turn, so he didn't really know what to do. And this is a really good part because about 24 hours after Monica basically goes missing, Sword has a whole control center set up around the perimeter so they can try to find out what's going on inside of Westview, and this is where we get to see Darcy Lewis from Thor come in, and she quickly finds something that helps them start to really see what's going on. And this I thought was good too because she has some really good dialogue in this episode. I actually really liked it. We get to see Darcy say a really good line to Jimmy as well as they're watching WandaVision, and she really is invested in what's going on, and they're trying to and they do some really old fashioned, like, let's get to the bottom of this by using science in the episode. So I thought this was really cool because at first, people didn't really know what she was talking about, but then the director comes up and he's all like, oh, blah, 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 and he quickly figures out what she's talking about, and she's like, oh, okay, can I get a cup of coffee? And that's, and that's like the whole running theme, but, we get to find out a lot in this episode. This episode, we get to see, a different side to Wanda, and a little bit of more of what she's feeling. Like, we actually get to see the the rewind and the blip in the episodes that from a different perspective. So I thought that was really good too because they do mention that. The effects in this episode actually were really good. We not only get to see WandaVision on an old TV, we get to see a little bit of what Wanda's actually capable of, which is fantastic because they haven't really touched on her powers in the movies until this show came out. And that is really, a shame for in the movies because this show really is starting to just show what she's capable of. And it's really good. Now, the acting in this, I thought was great. Darcy and Jimmy are fantastic in this. They pretty much are the best part about this episode. Darcy and Jimmy really work good together too, which I really liked. They have a lot of good dialogue in this episode, which are even, some of them are even just one-liners, but they're still really good. And they do like really old-fashioned science work here where they're literally trying to eliminate all the possibilities, and it's just really good. This episode is really good because it shows the aftermath of Endgame and like everyone coming back. Plus, it also gives us, again, a different perspective on what's going on in the little pocket world where Wanda and Vision are. So we really get to see this full dynamic of people looking in on the show versus seeing what's going on in the show from Wanda and their perspectives. I really thought this was a good episode. I'd give this episode an 8.5 out of 10 easily. I honestly can't wait to see the next episode. If you guys like what I do, please hit the like button and also subscribe, as I'll be doing more content each week. And let me know your comments down below. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the show, if you've seen it, if you haven't. What you liked about it, what you didn't. And take care for now, everybody.